I'm Tim Fink, Vice President of Policy for American Farmland Trust, an organization founded 45 years ago to protect farmland, advance sound farming practices, and keep farmers on the land. I thank you for the opportunity to testify and applaud the committee for its continued work in strengthening our nation's voluntary Farm Bill conservation programs. While AFT is a broader Farm Bill platform, our testimony today will concentrate specifically on the agricultural land easement sub-program of the Agricultural Conservation Easement Program. Farmland is too often viewed as an unlimited resource, but according to AFT research, in the first 15 years of this century, we've lost 2,000 acres a day. That means 11 million acres of farmland were paved over, built up, or converted to uses that otherwise threaten agriculture. This is the equivalent of all of the acreage in the U.S. devoted to fruit, nut, and vegetable production. AFT research projects that without further policy intervention, we're likely to lose 18 million more acres of agriculture development by 2040, and many communities are already seeing this prediction being outpaced. Continued conversion of this finite resource threatens our food security, our national security, and the viability of our agricultural sector. Put simply, no farms, no food. It is also pushing production in the marginal lands and slamming the doors shut to the next generation of producers. Agricultural conservation easements are essential to stemming this tide. They offer landowners a vital option, a way to extract equity from the land without selling it for development, which is often the only option for a land-rich, cash-poor farmer when they reach retirement or face family or business expenses. Land under easement remains in private ownership and on the tax rolls, and it can be transferred to a new owner at any time with the easement conditions running with the land. Such easements benefit farmers, the farm, the community, and society as a whole. Here are 4 ways. First, easements support reinvestment in agriculture. Research shows that farmers and ranchers use easement proceeds to improve or diversify their operations, purchase new equipment, land, infrastructure. Second, easements support the transfer of agricultural land. The sale of an easement can help finance retirement without a farmer needing to give up their most cherished asset. For aspiring farmers, protected land is more affordable. In fact, it may be the only land they can afford. Third, easements spur additional conservation. A recent survey found that the majority of landowners with easements have NRCS conservation plans, and over 75% have adopted at least 3 conservation practices. This is because of something we refer to as permanent syndrome. Farmers are more likely to make these long-term investments if they know that the land is going to remain in agriculture long enough for those investments to bear fruit. Fourth, easements benefit rural communities and economies. A 2022 Montana study found that between 2014 and 2021, every ASEP dollar spent yielded nearly twice that amount in economic activity. These investments also supported over 1,000 local jobs. It is for these reasons that 30 states and over 100 local governments invest in easement programs. That list now includes the state of Tennessee. AFT was also pleased to see Secretary Rawlins point to the benefits of ASEP-AL as part of the administration's Farmer First agenda. We are grateful to this committee, and especially to Chairman Thompson, for championing important easement reforms in the Farm, Food, and National Security Act of 2024. I will highlight just a few. First, the bill would increase long-term funding for conservation programs by transferring unspent IRA conservation dollars into the Farm Bill, a measure also included in the recent reconciliation package. This is AFT's top Farm Bill priority, since it will enable more farmers to protect their land and implement the very practices they need to build more profitable operations for decades to come. Second, the bill would increase ASEP's general federal match and offer a lower match option for program partners. The increase in the match would enable more participation in the program in parts of the country where there are no matching funding to be found. The lower match option would provide an alternative for public programs that have had trouble reconciling their program rules with that of USDA. Third, the bill would streamline ASEP by empowering experienced certified entities to play a larger role. Certified entities help to reduce easement closing times and could do more to improve the experience for landowners. A greater focus on certification can reduce both costs and administrative burdens for USDA. And fourth, the bill eliminates ASEP-AL's adjusted gross income eligibility requirement. This change recognizes that an easement payment is different than a conservation cost short payment. This will also help reduce closing times and ensure that the program is focused on the lands most vital to conservation. I thank you again for being here and for your time.
Thank you very much, Mr. Fink. And we now turn